First half was embarrassing. No excuses. We simply have got to come out better, and it was ugly, and we all own it.
Do you feel like it was a sense of it's their first playoff game and everybody was sort of deer in the headlights? I mean, is that what you saw looking out there?
I'm not making excuses. You know, if they looked like the experienced team, and we looked inexperienced, and so that led to a lot of the problems early. And so you can talk about how different it is, but actually experiencing it is another thing. He's an experienced playoff sniper, and he did what he does. And 35 and 1/2 is. I mean, it's a great effort by him, but we're going to have to be much better. It ain't about Tyrese's scoring. It's about our team's scoring and our team's defense and how we all fit together. In a playoff series, you can make it very, very difficult for one guy to touch the ball. So, in those instances, and by the way, I preface, the whole question by saying that if our attitude and intensity is where it needs to be defensively, I don't know what the loose ball count was, but it had to be horribly atrocious in their favor. You do those things, offense looks a hell of a lot different. So I'm not going to make it about anybody's number of shots or whether anybody's making shots or not making shots. Competitively, we've got to step it up to a much higher level. This is not about missed shots. This is about an attitude and a disposition that just simply wasn't there. Pascal's a great player. That's why we traded for him. We've just got to make sure that we're doing the things that our team needs to do to create a balance as well as we can.
We got jumped into the playoffs. We have a young group that really hasn't experienced this level, but a lot of this on our leaders. The guys who have been here before. When you're on the playoffs on the road, you have to come out with certain intensity, and a certain attention to detail, and that lacked a little bit in that first half. But I'm still very confident, with our group, soldiers that we have on our side. I think that we've realized that, when we actually do lock in the detail, we can make this a game, we can make this a series, and it's our job to go out there as next game and to prove just that. We missed them a couple times tonight. We talked about that even afterwards. The three leaders got together, me and Pascal, and talked about ways to get him going. And Tyrese knows it's not going to be easy for him to get shots off. He is the main focal point, and no matter what we do in this series or in this playoffs in general, that's going to be the case. So it's about getting him in his spots and putting him in positions to make plays, which he's been doing all season. I don't think we stuck to our formula as good as we could have. I think that we did shoot a lot of outside shots, but they were, in my opinion, they were good shots, all around. You just it's a make or miss league at times. But we're one of the better teams at putting points in the paint, and I think we got to do that has to be more of an emphasis for us going forward. We're very cognizant of what happened tonight, and we'll discuss more going forward.
Maybe we just didn't have the intensity that we're supposed to have, but they made some tough shots. Like there was a lot of just tough shots, buckets after buckets, and offense we weren't us, like in terms of just like staying composed, like when that was going on, and still do what we do. Learn from it. I thought the second half, like we played a lot better in terms of just like being more aggressive and doing what we know we can do. So yeah, obviously we wanted to start a different way, but like shout out to them, like they came out ready and they made some big shots. They won game one. We got to move on, go back, learn from it, watch film, adjust, and come back and give, like, lay it all out on the floor. And it's not just about like taking the open shots. It's just about like continue to work the game and I thought maybe, we rushed it a little bit in the first half, just like, okay, you open, you just want to shoot it. But I think, continue to work the game, like keep moving it, first side, second side, third side, I was just gotta keep playing. Todd's played the right way. You know, like they put a lot, you know, attention on him, and it's a lot on him to, you know, every position down the floor, it feels like he's doubled and stuff. So, you know, he's gonna find his way, and I think for me, it's just like trying to find ways to get him open. You know, get him a couple of open shots. Like we got to do better at that, But again, like, you know, they're sending everything at him. So yeah, they came out and they sent a message, like, you know, like they were supposed to do, and it's on us now to respond.
You know, I think how we start games are huge. You know, in any playoff series, you want to get off to a good start. You know, games are hard enough, so you don't want to come out slow and you don't want to wait. You want to, you know, have your pace. You want to be sharp, be connected, and be aggressive. So that was my mentality. Every team in this league, they are who they are. And the things that you see over and over on film is not going to just randomly stop. You know, at some point, it's going to come out. And I think the team that's more focused, you know, over the course of a game and over the course of a series that can exploit those things and be sharp enough and aware enough to kind of play to those things and try to take advantage of it is going to be the winning team. And I thought we had more moments of that tonight. And in the playoffs, like I said before, it's about setting the tone, you know. We're going to see this team a lot of times, and you want to establish yourself, especially on your home floor. And, you know, that was just my mentality to come out and, you know, try to set the tone in that way. The last 2 years not being in the playoffs, it was, you know, it sucked. I was early vacations. Last year I went to Coachella. Like, I ain't never been able to go to Coachella. Like, it's just playing in the playoffs every year. So just having that long summer, it was like, man, I was over that.